Hi, I'm Crystal. Today we're going to be making some personalized gift tags. I really like the convenience of gift bags, but I like a personalized gift tag to dress those up a little bit. And I do like personalizing because I think people really enjoy that. I mean, it's been popular every time I've done it. So I'm using some very small letter dies, about 3/4 of an inch tall, to cut the name. And there's a link in the description box if you're interested in that particular style. And then I'm going to take a scrap of wrapping paper left over from a prior year and put that behind the name just to highlight it a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back side of this tag. And then I'm going to put the wrapping paper over. It hangs over a little bit, but I can trim that off. And then I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape top and bottom just to make sure that the piece of gift wrap stays in place. Washi tape is decorative, so I'm not worried about that showing. And once I've got that in place, I think this is a very cute tag. Now, I didn't measure or anything when I put the letters in. I just eyeballed. And that does not always go well. I mean, sometimes it really goes astray. There's an example. But it's just paper, so I can discard the fails and move on. So I do have the letters that I just cut out, so I'm going to pop those out of the dies. And I'm going to make use of the letters as well. So once I've got my paper letters, I'm going to take a kraft tag. And instead of just fully eyeballing it, I'm going to line up my previous effort just to make sure I get the letters in place. And of course, I'm going to start from the middle of the name and work my way forward and backward from there. That's an old scrapbooker's trick, but it is really helpful, particularly with a longer name, to start in the middle because that way you don't run out of room. I've done that many times. So now that I've got the letters glued down, we actually have two really cute tags here. I mean, we could stop. I think those are nice. But we're not going to stop. We're going to decorate these. So I got out my die cuts, all my seasonal stuff, went to the die cutting machine and cut a bunch of stuff out. So I'm going to take these die cuts and I'm going to take the stack of tags that I've got names cut into, and I'm just going to deal these out until I've got an assortment of die cuts on each of the tags that I've got ready to go. So I'm just judging, you know, what makes a pleasing array. I don't really have any particular plans starting out. I do think the pine branch with the pine cone kind of goes together. But aside from that, I'm just looking at stuff going, well, maybe this one is nice, maybe that one is nice. But I'm going to lay out all the die cuts first before I glue anything down to make sure that I have enough, that I have a pop of color on every tag, that I've got a good array of leaves and branches and twigs and what have you, before I start attaching. So I've got quite a stack of little tags to go here and quite a stack of die cuts to work with. So I just want to make sure that I've got a good array before I commit to anything. So once I've got everything kind of selected, then I'm going to go ahead and glue everything in place for my die cuts. And that will make my kraft tag set. So let's flip through these finished tags. You can see that I ended up with about 2 pieces of greenery and either a pine cone or a piece of dried citrus on each of the tags. And I think those turned out really pretty nice. I think they're very festive, very appropriate to the holiday season. And I'm pretty pleased with how those turned out. Now I do have one recipient with a much longer name, and so if you've got somebody with a much longer name, sometimes you do have to turn the tag sideways to make that work. So in this case I've got one that is turned sideways. But I was able to fit everybody. Now on the white tags, those are suitable for stamping, and I used a cute Christmas set that I had to stamp on these, and I used some other shiny wrapping paper to fill in the names on all the tags. And so I think that turned out pretty nicely. Good assortment. Each one is a little bit different. Each one is unique, and they are personalized with the recipient's name. And so was not a time-consuming endeavor, and I do think that's going to be very effective on my gift bags. So I hope that you'll give it a try, and I really appreciate you joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Thanks.